when I was preparing this, I was just reminded of the fact, like, a lot of kids look up to you, like, and I was literally reminded of this episode in Hannah Montana. I'm sure you would have watched Hannah Montana, right? Every day when I'm having my lunch, when I turn on the television, I have Hannah Montana. And over the pandemic, I know almost all the episodes by heart right now, with the dialogues and the expressions. And there's this particular episode where, she has her opinion on saying that, okay, I don't like carrots. And all the kids say, I don't like carrots. And then she says, I don't have time to read books. But contrary to you, you love reading books. But she's like, I don't have time to read books. All the kids say, we don't want to read books. We wait for the movie. So there's a point made on how, just because she doesn't get to do something doesn't mean that the kids need to follow that. On a similar note, you as an individual, are a role model. Like, as much as that was a TV show, but in real life, you are a role model to so many kids. So when you say, okay, I love tea, you said you love tea, I love tea. So now there may be kids who are saying, oh, you know what, Gabby's drinking tea, I want to drink tea. And their parents are like, no, I'm not going to give you tea, or something like that. How do you handle that responsibility that comes to you as a role model in this field? And when you understand that people all over the world are watching what you do, and they think that what you're doing is the ideal thing, and they think that, okay, if you are able to do it, why can't I do it? So how do you handle that responsibility?
Well, first of all, if I say I like tea and some kid somewhere starts drinking tea because of that, first of all, that is crazy and exciting, and I am honored. But I am very conscious of everything that I am posting, that I'm saying, the songs that I'm posting on YouTube. Everything I do is I try to promote a message of kindness, and I try to filter everything through my motto, which I share. It's dream big, be kind, and love always. And so I always try to think of, is what I'm sharing promoting kindness or promoting love, or is this something that is going to make people's day, or is it going to dampen their spirits? And that is something that I always try to be very conscious of, because I know that there are so many people and a lot of kids and just even teenagers. Like, I'll see something my friend posts, and yeah, it might influence me. Like, oh, they're going to this place. Oh, I want to go try that. Or they're listening to this music. I want to listen to that. Because there are so many things in this world that can influence you. And I think I try to be very conscious and very purposeful with everything that I post and everything that I say, while still keeping it in real life. I don't try to make it look like I have a perfect magical life. I still try to show that I'm a human. I mess up. I make mistakes. There's things that don't go perfectly, but that's just part of life. And so that's something that I try to show and encourage others, that if things don't go your way, that's okay. You can just keep trying and keep working. And if someone says something mean to you, you don't have to retaliate in a mean way. You can respond with kindness and love. And so I think everything that I do and put out into the world is very purposeful, with knowing that this might influence someone, and that I'm not trying to sound like stuck up, but like there are eyes on me. And so that is something that I know and am being aware of. And so that's something that I try to filter everything I do through, is just kindness and loving others.
That's so true. And like you said, people all over are watching. And while you were talking, I was reminded many of the things that I do, like the way I talk, or even my dialogues and all of that stuff, started shaping after watching Disney. I mean, I'm just telling you honestly, like what I started watching. I mean, like I said, every single day watching Hannah Montana during my lunchtime, it started sharpening my skills in dialogues, in terms of like my dialogues. I used to write stories when I was younger. I'm a crazy Scooby-Doo fan. I even have some records for that, like a big collection of Scooby-Doo that has probably the largest in India and stuff. So I'm like so crazy about Scooby-Doo. And I used to write Scooby-Doo stories, and I used to write very bad dialogues. But after I started watching Hannah Montana and I mean Coop and Cammy and the different shows like Hallie and Austin and Casey Undercover and all of these shows, what happened is I started changing my dialogues. Like when I speak, I speak like, okay, I'm going to be a Disney star. I'm going to speak like Disney. I always used to tell my brother, I want to live a Disney life, like literally. And I changed many of my stuff, like to fit in, like, okay, this is what they do in Disney. And then my brother has to remind me, like, okay, that's a TV show, guy. You're in reality. So, when I asked you that question, I was reminded of, like, okay, this is like direct for me. Like you said, there are people all over the world, including yours, a guy who was asking you the question himself, who's actually been influenced by what you're doing there. So it actually adds the responsibility. Like, if today you're sharing those good values, it has a good positive impact on someone. Like, imagine if there was something negative, how much of an impact it is, right? Like, so you're actually a preacher there. It's just that you don't have the title as a preacher, but you're actually preaching to people all over the world, and it's so good. Hey, I hope you were blessed by this video, and I really encourage you to subscribe to this channel to get more such content which will bless you, edify you, and help you live the life that God has for you as well. I also encourage you to check out my daily podcast, Fuel for the Soul with John Giftah. By the grace of God, it's been trending across the globe, making an impact for the kingdom of God. To check out my books, especially my latest one, Unveil Your Purpose, which became a #1 new release on Amazon. To stay plugged in through a social media for regular inspirations on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. You can get more details at www.johngiftah.com. And also, if you have been blessed by this ministry and you would like more people to be blessed by the ministry, I encourage you to support us financially. If you're in India, you can support us through Google Pay or net banking, or if you're anywhere around the world, you can support us through PayPal, and all the details are in the description. And I hope you were blessed and you would stay plugged in, and I will see you back next time. God bless you.